So in this particular image, the sky is like really, really white. So I might want to consider putting in a sky from a different image that I have. So what I need to do first is remove the sky from this layer. So I'm going to say select similar, and hopefully it's going to take most of the white. The biggest problem with this is going to be like the little gray areas in between some of the trees. What I'm going to do is delete it, and so you'll be able to see, I'm going to deselect what it took. For right now I'm going to leave it like that until I put the other sky image in, and then we'll see what it looks like and what needs to be done to make it not look maybe really crazy. So we'll leave that. Okay, so I'm going to open, and I'm going to go find a picture with a decent large area of sky. You may need to actually, if you know you want to do this and you don't have one with a large area of sky, you might need to just take a picture of just the sky. I'm thinking I saw one earlier. I think that one. I might actually use this sideways because sometimes that looks cool, so we'll see what it looks like if you use it going the wrong way. That kind of adds to the surrealism. I'm just gonna drag this over here and pop it underneath. Well, first of all, you can see the little white sort of goodge on the edges that I was talking about, but also that picture is much larger. So I'm going to put my transform controls on and bring this in to fit the image better now. Obviously that's not big enough to cover the whole space, but I can play again with the mirror image effect. So I'm going to zoom this back in. And I might also edit, transform, flip, vertical. Yeah, I like that part of it better. So I'm going to move this over, and then I'm going to do layer, duplicate layer, edit, transform, flip, horizontal. So what I did is I duplicated that piece and I flipped it horizontal so that it would go in behind there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these together, merge down, and then I'm going to duplicate this piece again. Now I've already flipped it, so I don't have to do that again. So I'm just going to move this over until it connects. And then I'm going to merge down again. Now once I have this one big huge piece, I could actually play around and get that centered a bit more if I wanted to, as well as exactly where I want this to be in here. So we're going to leave it like there. Okay. So the next thing is all the white stuff. I'm not going to go crazy with it right now, but the sort of best thing to do is to zoom in. Unfortunately, it does mean you're going to lose some of the branches, so you're not going to be able to really keep everything. Again, select similar. It's going to take a lot of that, and I'm going to delete it. And then I'll zoom it out. Also, as I zoomed in here, you see how there's like a teeny little line right there? So that's just making sure your pieces are lined up just a little bit better. So I should have nudged it together a bit more. Okay, it looks okay right now. I'd probably play around with trying to do this area in the background a little bit better, or just darken it. You notice like some of the trees are kind of cut out. You could even go as far as to almost erase all of those so that the sky stands out more and just leave like sort of the lower trees in the background. Um, Again, depends. I'm just trying to show you some of the different things that you could do. It would probably help, for instance, to darken some of these a little bit. So you could go and take your burn tool. But you'll notice that some of the branches kind of got cut off, so that's just a matter of playing around and trying to get it to select a bit more precisely for you with your magic wand and your tolerance settings and stuff like that. So that's something that you can play around with. I might want to adjust the sky. So I can increase the saturation level, I can change the color of the sky, which often adds to the surrealism of the piece. Sometimes it looks cool if the colors kind of match, sometimes it looks cool if they're opposite, so like orange and blues are opposites, and we go for like, you know, periwinkle blue or something like that. And then you may also choose to do like adjustments to the landscape as well. Remember, sometimes a good choice is to choose a specific color. So I'm going to say reds, and maybe I'll just increase the saturation level of the reds in the image. You also may want to desaturate. You could also just change the hue of the reds. Okay, so these are things you're going to play around with. Again, remember that surrealism, things should be recognizable, so I still want to look at this and say it's a forest and a broken tree and stuff like that. So you don't want to make it so weird that it doesn't really look like things that we would recognize anymore. I'm just going to cancel that part for right now. So the other thing that you have to do is add in something that was not in the original image. The sky itself does not really qualify as an added object, even though it wasn't part of the original image. If you were to do more and to put like a different sort of image in these spaces and, you know, add something else that wasn't necessarily an object, but it's pieces from other images, then that would count in that case. But you have to think about what it is you're going to put into that image that's going to seem surreal. What I'm going to do, since I just kind of whipped this together really quickly, is show you one that I started working on last year.